Stay calm, think smart. The Art of Critical Thinking in Difficult Situations, written by Justin Tracy, published by Simple Audiobooks. Introduction. Life is an unpredictable journey filled with challenges, high-stakes decisions, and moments of intense pressure that demand quick thinking and emotional control. Many people, when confronted with adversity, allow their emotions to take over, leading to impulsive reactions that often result in poor decisions, unnecessary stress, and long-term regret. Fear, anxiety, frustration, and anger cloud the mind, making it difficult to think logically and assess situations with clarity. However, those who can stay calm in difficult moments and apply critical thinking techniques gain a significant advantage in navigating life's complexities. The ability to remain composed under pressure is not an inborn trait, but a skill that can be cultivated through conscious effort and disciplined mental training. When faced with problems, individuals often experience a rush of emotions, driven by the brain's instinctive fight or flight response. While this reaction is essential for survival in extreme physical danger, it can be counterproductive in everyday decision-making. The key to overcoming this challenge lies in mastering self-awareness, emotional regulation, and rational problem-solving techniques. By training the mind to respond instead of react, people can develop the ability to process situations logically, weigh their options carefully, and choose the most effective course of action without being controlled by fear or frustration. Critical thinking plays a fundamental role in this process, allowing individuals to analyze problems from multiple perspectives, question assumptions, and separate facts from emotions. Many people fall into the trap of cognitive biases, flawed patterns of thinking that distort judgment and lead to irrational conclusions. These biases can cause individuals to jump to conclusions, make decisions based on incomplete information, or rely on past experiences that may not be relevant to the current situation. By recognizing and challenging these mental traps, one can cultivate a mindset that prioritizes reason over impulse, enabling clearer thinking and better problem solving. Difficult situations often create a sense of urgency that pressures individuals into making hasty decisions. However, learning to slow down, take a deep breath, and assess a problem methodically can significantly improve decision-making outcomes. Successful leaders, entrepreneurs, and problem solvers understand that maintaining emotional control allows them to think strategically rather than react emotionally. Whether dealing with a financial crisis, a personal conflict, or an unforeseen obstacle, the ability to remain calm provides a strong foundation for making sound judgments and taking actions that lead to positive results. This book is designed to help readers develop and refine these essential skills through practical techniques, psychological insights, and real-world examples. It will explore how to manage emotions effectively, strengthen logical reasoning abilities, and apply structured decision-making frameworks to complex problems. Additionally, it will provide exercises and strategies that can be practiced daily to enhance mental resilience and cognitive sharpness. By implementing these techniques, individuals can train themselves to stay level-headed in any situation, from workplace challenges to personal dilemmas, and make well-reasoned choices that align with their long-term goals. Furthermore, this book will delve into the importance of adaptability and perspective shifting to critical components of intelligent decision-making. The ability to step back and view situations from different angles allows individuals to uncover hidden solutions, anticipate potential consequences, and make more informed choices. Often, what appears to be a crisis at first glance may, upon deeper examination, present an opportunity for growth or a lesson in disguise. By shifting one's mindset from panic to problem solving, individuals can turn challenges into stepping stones toward personal and professional development. Mental discipline and self-mastery are at the core of staying calm and thinking smart. Without proper mental conditioning, even the most intelligent individuals can fall prey to stress, anxiety, and negative thought patterns that hinder their ability to function effectively. This book will introduce techniques such as mindfulness, cognitive reframing, and strategic thinking to help readers strengthen their minds and cultivate an unshakable sense of inner stability. Through consistent practice, these skills become second nature, allowing individuals to approach life's difficulties with a rational, composed, and proactive mindset. The lessons contained within these pages are not just theoretical, but are grounded in proven psychological principles and the experiences of successful individuals who have mastered the art of critical thinking under pressure. Whether you are a student, a professional, an entrepreneur, or someone simply looking to improve your ability to handle stress and uncertainty, the concepts in this book will provide valuable insights into making smarter decisions in all aspects of life. By the end of this book, readers will have the knowledge and tools necessary to develop a sharp, disciplined mind capable of staying calm in any situation. They will be able to control their emotions, break free from irrational thinking patterns, and approach life's challenges with confidence and intelligence. The ability to think smart in difficult situations is a skill that can dramatically improve the quality of life, leading to better relationships, career success, and overall well-being. The journey toward mental mastery begins now, and with commitment and practice, anyone can unlock their full potential by learning to stay calm, think critically, and make wise decisions in the face of adversity. Chapter 1: The Power of Staying Calm. Staying calm in difficult situations is an essential skill that empowers individuals to think clearly, make rational decisions, and navigate life's challenges with confidence and control. When faced with stressful circumstances, many people allow their emotions to take over, leading to impulsive reactions that often create more harm than good. The human brain is wired with a fight-or-flight response, a survival mechanism that evolved to protect us from immediate physical danger. However, in modern life, this same response is often triggered by non-life-threatening situations, such as arguments, work-related stress, financial difficulties, or unexpected setbacks. When people react out of fear, anger, or frustration, their ability to analyze the situation logically diminishes, leading to rash decisions, misunderstandings, and unnecessary conflicts. Mastering the ability to stay calm involves overriding this automatic emotional reaction and instead adopting a composed, thoughtful approach that promotes clarity and sound judgment. One of the key reasons staying calm is so powerful is that it allows individuals to access the higher functioning areas of the brain responsible for reasoning, problem-solving, and decision-making. When emotions run high, the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes fear and triggers stress responses, takes over, suppressing the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logic and critical thinking. This neurological shift makes it difficult to assess situations objectively and increases the likelihood of making mistakes or escalating conflicts unnecessarily. By learning how to regulate emotions and maintain composure, individuals can prevent stress from hijacking their ability to think clearly, enabling them to make well-reasoned decisions that align with their goals and values. This skill is especially crucial in high-pressure environments, such as workplaces, relationships, and leadership roles, where remaining calm can be the difference between success and failure. Developing the ability to stay calm requires practice and self-awareness. Recognizing the physical and mental signs of stress, such as rapid heartbeat, shallow breathing, muscle tension, or racing thoughts, is the first step toward regaining control. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness meditation, and progressive muscle relaxation help to slow down the body's stress response and bring the nervous system back to a balanced state. Deep breathing, for example, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which counteracts the body's fight-or-flight response, lowering heart rate and blood pressure while promoting a sense of calm. Mindfulness teaches individuals to stay present in the moment, preventing them from dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future uncertainties. By training the mind to remain focused and centered, people can develop emotional resilience and prevent minor setbacks from turning into major crises. Another important aspect of staying calm is cognitive reframing, the ability to shift one's perspective and view challenges in a more constructive light. Many people react negatively to stressful situations because they perceive them as threats rather than opportunities for growth. By changing the way they interpret events, individuals can reduce anxiety and approach problems with a more solution-oriented mindset. For example, instead of viewing a job interview as a nerve-wracking test of competence, one could see it as a chance to showcase skills and gain valuable experience. Instead of reacting angrily to criticism, one could see it as an opportunity for self-improvement. Reframing situations in a positive or neutral way reduces emotional reactivity and fosters a mindset of adaptability and resilience. Staying calm also plays a crucial role in effective communication. When people react emotionally in conversations, especially during conflicts, they often say things they later regret, damaging relationships and creating unnecessary tension. Anger and frustration cloud judgment, making it difficult to listen objectively and respond thoughtfully. A calm person, on the other hand, is able to pause before speaking, carefully choose their words, and engage in constructive dialogue rather than emotional outbursts. This ability not only helps in personal relationships, but is also highly valued in professional settings, where clear, rational communication is essential for teamwork, leadership, and conflict resolution. A composed demeanor fosters trust and respect, as others feel more comfortable engaging with someone who remains level-headed even in challenging situations. The benefits of staying calm extend beyond decision-making and communication. They also have profound effects on physical and mental health. Chronic stress, caused by frequent emotional overreactions, takes a toll on the body, leading to issues such as high blood pressure, weakened immune function, digestive problems, and sleep disturbances. Mental health is also affected, as excessive stress contributes to anxiety, depression, and burnout. By developing the ability to remain calm, individuals can protect themselves from the harmful effects of stress, improving overall well-being and quality of life. Practicing relaxation techniques, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and setting boundaries to avoid unnecessary stressors all contribute to long-term emotional stability. Another powerful aspect of staying calm is its impact on problem-solving and decision-making. In difficult situations, a composed mind is better equipped to analyze all available options, weigh the pros and cons, and choose the most effective course of action. Many successful leaders, athletes, and entrepreneurs attribute their achievements to their ability to remain calm under pressure, as it allows them to stay focused and make strategic decisions even in the face of adversity. In contrast, those who panic or act impulsively often make choices based on fear rather than logic, leading to negative consequences that could have been avoided with a more measured approach. Cultivating inner calm also enhances self-discipline and mental strength. People who practice emotional control are less likely to be swayed by external circumstances or the opinions of others. They develop a strong sense of self-mastery, allowing them to stay focused on their goals without being derailed by temporary setbacks or distractions. This trait is particularly valuable in situations that require patience and perseverance, such as building a career, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, or overcoming personal challenges. Instead of being discouraged by obstacles, calm individuals remain steadfast and determined, finding solutions rather than dwelling on problems. Furthermore, staying calm has a positive influence on the people around us. Just as stress and anxiety can be contagious, so too can calmness and composure. When one person remains level-headed in a difficult situation, it has a stabilizing effect on others, reducing overall tension and fostering a more positive atmosphere. In leadership roles, this ability is especially important, as a calm leader inspires confidence and reassurance in their team. In personal relationships, a composed attitude helps de-escalate conflicts and promotes understanding and cooperation. Ultimately, staying calm is not about suppressing emotions or ignoring problems. It is about developing the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It is about maintaining control over one's thoughts and actions, even in moments of stress or uncertainty. While this skill takes time and practice to develop, the rewards are immense. It enhances decision-making, strengthens relationships, improves health, increases resilience, and provides a greater sense of overall well-being. By making a conscious effort to cultivate inner calm, individuals can unlock their full potential and approach life's challenges with intelligence, confidence, and grace. Through consistent practice, anyone can train themselves to remain composed under pressure, turning adversity into opportunity and demonstrating the incredible power of staying calm in any situation. Chapter 2. Understanding critical thinking. Critical thinking is an essential cognitive skill that enables individuals to process information logically, make sound judgments, and solve problems effectively. It is the foundation of intelligent decision-making and the ability to navigate an increasingly complex world filled with misinformation, biases, and emotionally charged narratives. Many people go through life accepting information at face value without questioning its validity, leading to poor decisions, misguided beliefs, and susceptibility to manipulation. Critical thinking, however, allows individuals to assess situations objectively, analyze evidence rationally, and arrive at well-reasoned conclusions rather than reacting impulsively based on emotions or external influence. The modern world presents a constant stream of information, much of which is designed to provoke emotional reactions rather than encourage logical thought. News headlines, advertisements, political rhetoric, and even social media posts often appeal to fear, anger, or excitement rather than providing factual, unbiased information. Without critical thinking, individuals can easily be swayed by persuasive yet misleading arguments, leading to poor decisions in areas ranging from personal relationships to financial choices, career moves, and even societal and political beliefs. Mastering critical thinking helps individuals see through emotional manipulation and make choices based on reason and evidence, rather than impulsive feelings or social pressures. One of the first steps in developing critical thinking is recognizing the impact of cognitive biases, which are mental shortcuts the brain uses to process information quickly, but often lead to errors in judgment. Confirmation bias, for example, causes people to seek out and believe information that aligns with their pre-existing views, while ignoring contradictory evidence. Similarly, availability bias makes people overestimate the importance of information that is readily available in their memory, leading them to make decisions based on recent events rather than a comprehensive analysis of the facts. Other common cognitive biases include groupthink, in which people conform to the opinions of a group rather than thinking independently, and the anchoring bias, where the first piece of information received heavily influences judgment. Being aware of these biases allows individuals to question their own thinking processes, challenge assumptions, and seek more balanced perspectives before making important decisions. A key aspect of critical thinking is logical reasoning, which involves breaking down complex problems into smaller components, assessing the validity of different arguments, and identifying flawed reasoning patterns. Many arguments presented in everyday life rely on logical fallacies, flaws in reasoning, that make an argument weak or misleading. For example, the ad hominem fallacy attacks a person's character rather than addressing the validity of their argument, while the straw man fallacy misrepresents an opposing view to make it easier to dismiss. The slippery slope fallacy falsely suggests that one small action will inevitably lead to a series of extreme and undesirable consequences. By understanding these and other logical fallacies, individuals can become more discerning in evaluating the information they encounter, ensuring that their beliefs and decisions are based on sound reasoning rather than misleading rhetoric. Another essential element of critical thinking is the ability to differentiate between facts and opinions. Many people unknowingly accept opinions as facts simply because they are stated with confidence or authority. Facts are objective and verifiable, while opinions are subjective interpretations influenced by personal experiences, emotions, and biases. In the age of digital media, Where anyone can publish information online, the ability to distinguish between reliable sources and biased or misleading content is crucial. Critical thinkers verify claims by checking multiple sources, evaluating the credibility of the information provider, and looking for evidence that supports or contradicts a given statement. They do not blindly trust authority figures, news outlets, or popular opinion. Instead, they demand logical reasoning and evidence before accepting something as true. Open-mindedness is another crucial component of critical thinking. Many people resist changing their beliefs, even when presented with clear evidence that contradicts them, because of the psychological discomfort associated with admitting they were wrong. This is known as cognitive dissonance, a mental state in which conflicting beliefs cause tension, leading individuals to rationalize or dismiss new information rather than re-evaluate their views. True critical thinkers embrace intellectual humility, understanding that knowledge is always evolving, and that being wrong is not a failure, but an opportunity for growth. They actively seek out diverse perspectives, listen to opposing arguments, and adjust their beliefs when presented with compelling evidence. Open-mindedness does not mean accepting all viewpoints as equally valid, but rather being willing to engage with new ideas, analyze them critically, and make informed decisions based on reason and logic, rather than stubborn adherence to preconceived notions. The ability to ask the right questions is another hallmark of a strong critical thinker. Many people accept statements at face value without digging deeper, but critical thinkers approach information with curiosity and skepticism. They ask questions such as, what evidence supports this claim? Are there alternative explanations? Who benefits from me believing this? What assumptions are being made? Is this conclusion logically derived from the facts? These questions help uncover hidden biases, faulty reasoning, and missing information, leading to a more accurate and well-rounded understanding of a situation. Asking the right questions also enhances problem-solving skills, as it encourages individuals to explore different possibilities, identify root causes, and develop effective solutions, rather than relying on surface-level answers. Critical thinking also plays a vital role in effective communication. Many conflicts, whether in personal relationships, workplaces, or societal debates, stem from misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and emotionally driven arguments. A person who thinks critically listens actively, seeks to understand the underlying issues, and responds thoughtfully rather than reactively. They avoid jumping to conclusions, recognize when emotions are clouding judgment, and focus on finding common ground or logical resolutions, rather than engaging in unproductive arguments. This ability to analyze information objectively and express ideas clearly not only improves personal relationships, but also enhances leadership abilities, teamwork, and professional success. In addition to improving individual decision-making, critical thinking is essential for societal progress. History is filled with examples of people who blindly followed authority figures, societal norms, or popular opinion, leading to catastrophic consequences. Wars, economic crises, discrimination, and scientific misconceptions have often been perpetuated because people failed to question flawed reasoning or challenge misinformation. Societies that encourage critical thinking promote innovation, scientific advancement, and ethical decision-making, as individuals are empowered to think for themselves, question outdated beliefs, and seek truth rather than conforming to tradition or mass influence. Developing critical thinking is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing process that requires continuous learning and self-reflection. It involves actively engaging with new ideas, seeking intellectual challenges, and refining one's ability to reason logically. Reading diverse sources, debating different viewpoints, practicing problem-solving exercises, and reflecting on past decisions all help strengthen critical thinking skills. By making a conscious effort to think critically in daily life, individuals become more independent, confident, and capable of navigating life's challenges with intelligence and clarity. Ultimately, critical thinking is a skill that enhances every aspect of life, from personal decision-making to professional success, relationships, and societal contributions. It empowers individuals to break free from manipulation, see through misinformation, and make choices that are aligned with logic and evidence rather than emotions and biases. In a world where information is constantly evolving, the ability to think critically is more valuable than ever. Those who cultivate this skill gain a tremendous advantage, as they are able to analyze situations objectively, make informed decisions, and adapt to new challenges with confidence and clarity. Through consistent practice and self-awareness, anyone can strengthen their critical thinking abilities and unlock their full intellectual potential, leading to a more rational, informed, and successful life. Chapter 3. Emotional control in difficult situations. Emotional control in difficult situations is a crucial skill that allows individuals to navigate challenges with clarity, resilience, and sound decision-making rather than being overwhelmed by emotions such as anger, fear, frustration, or anxiety. Many people react impulsively when faced with adversity, letting their emotions dictate their actions, which often leads to regrettable decisions, damaged relationships, and increased stress. Emotions are a natural response to life's events, but when left unchecked, they can cloud judgment, trigger irrational behavior, and escalate conflicts instead of resolving them. Mastering emotional control involves developing self-awareness, recognizing emotional triggers, and learning techniques to regulate responses in a way that aligns with long-term goals rather than short-term impulses. Emotional intelligence plays a fundamental role in this process, as it allows individuals to understand their emotions, process them in a healthy way, and respond appropriately rather than reacting impulsively. Those who lack emotional control often find themselves trapped in cycles of anger, resentment, and stress, which not only affect their mental well-being, but also impact their relationships, careers, and overall success in life. One of the first steps in gaining emotional control is understanding the physiological and psychological processes behind emotions. When confronted with a stressful situation, the brain's amygdala, responsible for processing emotions, can trigger the fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This biological reaction is designed for survival, but in everyday life, it often leads to unnecessary panic, overreactions, and poor decision-making. The key to overcoming this automatic response is activating the prefrontal cortex, the rational part of the brain responsible for logical thinking and problem-solving. By engaging in mindfulness, deep breathing, and self-reflection, individuals can slow down their emotional reactions and regain control over their thoughts and behaviors. The ability to pause before reacting, assess the situation objectively, and choose a response rather than acting on impulse is a defining trait of emotionally strong individuals. This skill not only prevents unnecessary stress, but also fosters better relationships, as it enables individuals to communicate effectively, handle criticism constructively, and resolve conflicts with maturity and understanding. Developing emotional control also involves identifying and managing emotional trigger-specific situations, words, or experiences that provoke strong reactions. Many people have unconscious triggers rooted in past experiences, traumas, or deeply held beliefs, and when these are activated, they may react defensively or irrationally without realizing why. Self-awareness is essential in recognizing these patterns and developing strategies to manage them. For instance, someone who becomes defensive when receiving criticism may benefit from reframing criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. Similarly, someone who reacts angrily to feeling ignored can learn to communicate their needs more effectively rather than lashing out. By identifying patterns in emotional responses and addressing their root causes, individuals can break free from destructive behaviors and replace them with healthier coping mechanisms. One of the most effective ways to enhance emotional control is through cognitive reframing, which involves shifting one's perspective to see challenges in a more constructive light. Many people allow their emotions to spiral out of control, because they interpret situations in ways that magnify negative feelings. For example, viewing failure as a permanent setback rather than a learning experience can lead to discouragement and inaction. By consciously choosing to adopt a growth-oriented mindset, individuals can reduce emotional distress and respond to difficulties with resilience and adaptability. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, they can view them as opportunities to develop strength, patience, and problem-solving skills. Reframing also helps prevent overgeneralization, where a single negative event is seen as evidence that everything is going wrong, and instead encourages a balanced, rational approach to challenges. Another essential aspect of emotional control is learning to detach from negative emotions without suppressing them. Many people mistakenly believe that controlling emotions means ignoring or denying them, but this only leads to internal stress and emotional outbursts later. Instead, healthy emotional regulation involves acknowledging feelings, understanding their origin, and choosing how to respond rather than letting them take control. Techniques such as journaling, meditation, and engaging in physical activity can help process emotions constructively without allowing them to dominate one's thoughts and actions. Practicing self-compassion is also crucial, as it allows individuals to accept their emotions without judgment and work through them in a way that promotes growth rather than self-criticism. Emotional control also plays a significant role in effective communication, as many interpersonal conflicts arise from emotional mismanagement. People often say things they don't mean in the heat of the moment, damaging relationships and creating unnecessary tension. By developing the ability to remain calm and composed during disagreements, individuals can listen more attentively, express their thoughts clearly, and find resolutions without escalating conflicts. Active listening, pausing before responding, and choosing words carefully can prevent misunderstandings and foster stronger, more respectful interactions. Emotionally intelligent individuals understand that reacting with anger, defensiveness, or blame rarely leads to productive outcomes, and instead focus on maintaining composure and addressing issues with a rational, solution-oriented mindset. Another powerful benefit of emotional control is its impact on overall well-being. Constant emotional turbulence takes a toll on both mental and physical health, leading to stress-related issues such as anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and weakened immune function. By cultivating emotional stability, individuals can improve their overall quality of life, reduce stress, and enhance their ability to cope with life's inevitable ups and downs. Engaging in regular self-care practices, setting healthy boundaries, and developing a strong sense of self-awareness contribute to long-term emotional balance and resilience. A person who has mastered emotional control is not easily swayed by external circumstances and maintains inner peace regardless of external challenges. Emotional control also enhances decision-making, as emotionally reactive individuals often make impulsive choices that they later regret. Fear, anger, and frustration can cloud judgment and lead to poor financial, career, or personal decisions that have lasting consequences. By maintaining emotional stability, individuals can assess situations logically, consider different perspectives, and make informed choices that align with their long-term goals, rather than being driven by temporary emotions. Many successful leaders, entrepreneurs, and professionals attribute their achievements to their ability to remain calm under pressure, think strategically, and make decisions based on reason rather than impulse. Another critical aspect of emotional control is its role in resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks and persevere in the face of adversity. Life is unpredictable, and everyone experiences challenges, disappointments, and failures at some point. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle often lies in their ability to manage emotions effectively and keep moving forward despite difficulties. Emotionally strong individuals do not allow temporary emotions to dictate their actions. Instead, they acknowledge their feelings, process them constructively, and focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. This mindset allows them to remain adaptable, confident, and persistent in the pursuit of their goals. Ultimately, emotional control is not about suppressing feelings or becoming emotionless, but about developing the ability to manage emotions in a way that serves one's best interests. It is about responding to challenges with intelligence, patience, and resilience rather than reacting impulsively in ways that create more harm than good. By practicing self-awareness, mindfulness, cognitive reframing, and effective communication, anyone can strengthen their emotional control and experience greater success, healthier relationships, and overall well-being. Emotional mastery is a skill that takes time and effort to develop, but its benefits are immeasurable, providing the foundation for a more balanced, focused, and fulfilling life. Through consistent practice, individuals can transform their emotional responses, making them powerful tools for growth, strength, and intelligent decision-making rather than sources of unnecessary stress and conflict. Chapter 4. Logical problem-solving techniques. Logical problem-solving techniques are essential for navigating life's complexities, making sound decisions, and overcoming obstacles with intelligence and efficiency, rather than frustration and guesswork. Many people struggle with problem-solving because they react emotionally, rush into solutions without fully understanding the issue, or rely on intuition alone rather than structured reasoning. Logical problem-solving involves breaking down challenges systematically, analyzing information objectively, and applying rational thought processes to arrive at the best possible solution. It begins with clearly defining the problem, as many mistakes arise from misunderstanding the root cause or addressing only surface-level symptoms. Once the problem is clearly identified, gathering relevant information is crucial, as inadequate data can lead to faulty conclusions. Researching facts, considering different perspectives, and verifying the credibility of information ensure that decisions are based on logic rather than assumptions or biases. A fundamental technique in logical problem-solving is identifying patterns and relationships between variables, as recognizing recurring trends can lead to effective solutions. Many problems are not isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern, and understanding these connections helps in predicting outcomes and making strategic decisions. This approach is commonly used in fields like mathematics, science, and business, but is equally applicable to everyday life, from financial planning to relationship management. Another key strategy is breaking down complex problems into smaller, more manageable parts. When faced with an overwhelming challenge, analyzing each component separately allows for better focus, clarity, and step-by-step resolution, rather than feeling paralyzed by the size of the issue. This method, known as decomposition, is widely used in engineering, programming, and strategic planning, but is equally useful in personal decision-making and conflict resolution. Another critical aspect of logical problem-solving is considering multiple possible solutions, rather than fixating on the first idea that comes to mind. Many people make the mistake of assuming their initial instinct is correct without evaluating alternatives, which can lead to suboptimal decisions. Generating multiple solutions through brainstorming, lateral thinking, or comparative analysis provides a broader perspective and increases the likelihood of choosing the most effective course of action. Once potential solutions are identified, evaluating the pros and cons of each option is essential. This process, known as cost-benefit analysis, involves weighing the potential risks, rewards, and consequences of each choice to determine the most logical and beneficial outcome. Effective problem solvers consider short-term and long-term implications, rather than making impulsive decisions based on immediate convenience or emotional reactions. A powerful logical problem-solving technique is the use of deductive and inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning involves drawing specific conclusions based on general principles, ensuring that if the premises are true, the conclusion must also be true. This method is commonly used in mathematics, law, and philosophy, but is equally valuable in daily decision-making. Inductive reasoning, on the other hand, involves drawing general conclusions based on specific observations, allowing for adaptability and hypothesis testing. While inductive reasoning carries a degree of uncertainty, it is useful for making educated predictions and adapting strategies based on evolving circumstances. Effective problem solvers know when to apply each type of reasoning and how to avoid logical fallacies, which are common errors in thinking that can lead to flawed conclusions. One of the biggest obstacles to logical problem solving is cognitive bias, which causes individuals to interpret information in ways that confirm their pre-existing beliefs rather than objectively evaluating the facts. Confirmation bias, availability bias, and emotional reasoning can all cloud judgment and lead to poor decisions. Overcoming these biases requires self-awareness, critical thinking, and a willingness to challenge assumptions. Asking questions such as, what evidence supports this belief? Am I considering all possible angles? Is my judgment being influenced by emotion rather than logic? Helps ensure more rational decision-making. Developing intellectual humility, or the ability to admit when one is wrong and adjust perspectives accordingly, is also essential for improving problem-solving skills. Logical problem-solving also requires the ability to anticipate potential obstacles and develop contingency plans. Many challenges arise from unforeseen complications, and individuals who prepare for different scenarios are better equipped to adapt and find solutions under pressure. This approach is commonly used in business, emergency response, and strategic planning, but is equally valuable in personal and professional life. Scenario analysis, decision trees, and risk assessment are practical tools for considering multiple possibilities and ensuring that solutions remain effective even in unpredictable circumstances. By thinking ahead and preparing for potential setbacks, problem solvers minimize risks and increase the likelihood of long-term success. Another essential component of logical problem solving is maintaining composure and patience throughout the process. Many people become frustrated when they do not immediately find a solution, leading to rush decisions or avoidance of the problem altogether. However, effective problem solvers understand that finding the best solution takes time, analysis, and sometimes trial and error. They remain persistent, open to new information, and willing to refine their approach rather than becoming discouraged. Practicing patience and resilience allows individuals to work through problems methodically, ensuring that their decisions are based on logic and evidence rather than temporary frustration. Technology and analytical tools can also enhance logical problem solving by providing data-driven insights and structured frameworks for decision-making. Tools such as SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, Pareto analysis, 80-20 rule, and root cause analysis, 5 whys, help individuals systematically evaluate problems and develop effective solutions. While intuition and creativity play a role in problem solving, integrating logical frameworks ensures that solutions are well-founded and reliable. Using structured methodologies helps eliminate guesswork and provides a clear path to resolution, making it easier to navigate even the most complex challenges. Collaboration and seeking input from diverse perspectives also contribute to effective problem solving. Many problems benefit from the combined knowledge and experience of multiple individuals, as different viewpoints can reveal blind spots and alternative solutions that might not be apparent to a single person. Engaging in constructive discussions, seeking mentorship, or working with a team fosters innovation and increases the likelihood of arriving at optimal solutions. However, it is essential to balance collaboration with independent thinking, ensuring that decisions are based on logic and evidence rather than group influence or conformity. Ultimately, logical problem solving is a skill that can be developed through practice, self-awareness, and continuous learning. It requires a commitment to thinking critically, questioning assumptions, and approaching challenges with a structured and analytical mindset rather than relying on emotions or impulsive reactions. By applying logical reasoning, evaluating multiple options, considering long-term consequences, and remaining adaptable, individuals can solve problems efficiently and effectively, leading to better decisions, improved outcomes, and greater confidence in navigating life's challenges. Logical problem solving is not just about finding solutions, but about cultivating a mindset that embraces rationality, persistence, and strategic thinking, allowing individuals to tackle difficulties with clarity and intelligence in all areas of life. Chapter 5. Decision-making under pressure. Decision-making under pressure is a crucial skill that determines how effectively individuals navigate high-stress situations, unexpected challenges, and critical moments where quick yet sound judgment is required. When faced with pressure, many people succumb to panic, impulsive reactions, or hesitation, which can lead to poor choices with lasting consequences. The ability to make clear, rational decisions under stress requires mental discipline, emotional control, and strategic thinking. The brain's natural response to pressure is often dictated by the amygdala, which triggers the fight or flight reaction, leading to heightened emotions such as anxiety, fear, or urgency. However, effective decision makers learn to override this instinct by engaging their prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for logic, reasoning, and problem solving. This mental shift allows them to slow down, assess the situation objectively, and make choices that align with long-term goals rather than being driven by short-term stress. Developing this skill involves practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, and cognitive reframing techniques that help maintain composure, even in intense situations. Individuals who master decision-making under pressure do not allow their emotions to dictate their choices. Instead, they rely on structured thought processes, experience, and analytical reasoning to guide their actions. One of the key techniques for making effective decisions under pressure is simplifying the problem by breaking it down into essential components. Many people feel overwhelmed when faced with urgent decisions because they focus on the magnitude of the situation rather than isolating the critical factors that truly matter. By identifying the core issue, eliminating unnecessary distractions, and focusing on actionable solutions, decision-makers can prevent mental overload and approach the problem with clarity. Another effective strategy is using a systematic approach, such as the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, act, which helps individuals gather information, assess available options, make a decision, and implement it efficiently. This method is widely used in high-pressure environments, such as military operations, emergency response, and business crisis management, but it is equally applicable to everyday decision-making, whether in professional or personal life. Individuals who train themselves to follow structured decision-making processes can act quickly without being reckless, ensuring that they make the best possible choices under any circumstances. An important aspect of high-pressure decision-making is learning to filter out distractions and focus solely on relevant information. In stressful situations, people often get overwhelmed by excessive data, irrelevant opinions, or emotional noise that clouds judgment. By developing the ability to prioritize key details, ignore unnecessary distractions, and focus on the facts that truly impact the decision, individuals can think more clearly and avoid being influenced by external pressures. This skill is particularly vital in competitive environments, leadership roles, and crisis situations, where time is limited, and the ability to cut through the noise determines success or failure. Mental clarity allows decision-makers to stay grounded, maintain perspective, and resist the urge to act impulsively or emotionally when faced with urgent problems. Another fundamental principle of decision-making under pressure is preparing for high-stress scenarios in advance. Many of the best decision-makers are not simply reacting in the moment. They have trained themselves to handle pressure through practice, simulations, and mental conditioning. Professionals such as pilots, doctors, athletes, and military personnel engage in repetitive training that simulates high-pressure situations, so that when they encounter real challenges, their responses are automatic, calculated, and effective. This principle applies to everyday decision-making as well. By preparing contingency plans, analyzing potential obstacles in advance, and rehearsing possible responses, individuals can make better decisions under stress without being caught off guard. The more prepared a person is for various scenarios, the more confidently they can act when faced with urgent decisions. Emotional regulation is another critical factor in making sound decisions under pressure. When stress levels are high, emotions such as fear, frustration, or anxiety can cloud judgment, leading to rash or irrational choices. Effective decision-makers practice techniques such as deep breathing, visualization, and cognitive reframing to calm their nervous system and approach problems with a balanced mindset. Instead of reacting emotionally, they develop the ability to pause, assess their feelings, and redirect their focus toward logical evaluation. Controlling emotional responses allows them to remain composed even in chaotic situations, ensuring that their decisions are driven by reason rather than impulse. Emotional intelligence also plays a role in handling pressure effectively, as it helps individuals recognize their own stress responses and manage them in a way that does not interfere with decision-making. Another essential technique for making effective decisions under pressure is using time efficiently. While some high-pressure situations require immediate action, others allow for brief moments of analysis that can lead to significantly better outcomes. The ability to quickly assess how much time is available, use it wisely, and avoid unnecessary delays is a defining trait of skilled decision-makers. In situations where time is extremely limited, relying on intuition backed by experience can be effective, but in cases where there is even a small window for reflection, taking a few seconds to evaluate options can make a major difference in the outcome. Avoiding the extremes of rushing into a decision without thinking and overanalyzing to the point of paralysis ensures that decisions are both timely and well considered. The ability to remain adaptable and open-minded under pressure is another key component of effective decision-making. Many people struggle with high-stress decisions because they rigidly adhere to preconceived ideas rather than adapting to new information as it arises. Being flexible allows decision-makers to adjust their approach as circumstances change, ensuring that they do not become trapped in ineffective strategies. This adaptability is particularly important in fields such as business, sports, and emergency response, where conditions can shift rapidly, and rigid thinking can lead to failure. The best decision-makers are those who remain open to different perspectives, quickly reassess their options, and pivot when necessary without hesitation. Another challenge in high-pressure decision-making is overcoming fear of failure. Many people hesitate or second-guess themselves under pressure because they are afraid of making the wrong choice. However, indecision can be just as damaging as making a poor decision, as it leads to missed opportunities and wasted time. The most effective decision-makers accept that no choice is ever completely risk-free, but they focus on minimizing potential downsides while maximizing potential benefits. They understand that perfection is rarely possible in urgent situations, and that taking decisive action based on the best available information is often more beneficial than waiting for absolute certainty. By shifting their mindset from fearing mistakes to viewing every decision as a learning experience, individuals can become more confident and proactive in their approach to high-pressure decision-making. Collaboration and seeking input from others can also be valuable in high-stress decision-making. While pressure often creates a sense of urgency that tempts individuals to act alone, seeking advice or feedback from trusted colleagues, mentors, or experts can provide valuable perspectives and help avoid blind spots. Effective decision-makers know when to rely on their own judgment and when to leverage the expertise of others to strengthen their choices. However, they also understand the importance of balancing external input with independent thinking, ensuring that they do not become overly reliant on outside opinions, but instead use them as a tool to enhance their own reasoning. Ultimately, decision-making under pressure is not about eliminating stress, but learning to operate effectively despite it. By developing mental clarity, emotional control, structured thinking, adaptability, and confidence, individuals can make better choices even in the most high-pressure environments. The key is to cultivate habits and strategies that allow for quick, rational, and well-informed decisions without being paralyzed by fear, overwhelmed by emotions, or rushed into impulsive actions. The ability to think clearly and act decisively in high-stakes moments is one of the most valuable skills a person can develop, leading to better outcomes in personal, professional, and life-changing situations. Chapter 6: The Art of Perspective Shifting. The art of perspective shifting is a powerful cognitive skill that allows individuals to break free from rigid thinking, overcome biases, and approach problems, conflicts, and decisions with a broader and more flexible mindset. Many people become trapped in their own viewpoints, seeing situations through a narrow lens influenced by personal experiences, emotions, and preconceptions. This limited perspective can lead to misunderstandings, poor decision-making, and unnecessary stress. Developing the ability to shift perspectives means stepping outside one's immediate reactions and considering different angles, viewpoints, and possibilities. It involves seeing situations from another person's perspective, analyzing issues from a neutral standpoint, and even reinterpreting challenges in a way that transforms them into opportunities rather than obstacles. This mental flexibility allows individuals to navigate difficult situations with greater clarity, empathy, and problem-solving ability. Perspective shifting is especially useful in conflict resolution, as it helps individuals understand opposing viewpoints, reduce emotional tension, and find solutions that benefit all parties involved. Instead of reacting defensively or rigidly holding on to one's own beliefs, perspective shifting fosters open-mindedness and intellectual adaptability, making it easier to communicate, negotiate, and collaborate effectively. One of the key components of perspective shifting is recognizing that personal perceptions are not absolute truths, but rather interpretations shaped by past experiences, emotions, and cognitive biases. Many conflicts and misunderstandings arise not because of objective reality, but because different individuals interpret the same situation in vastly different ways. By questioning one's own assumptions and actively seeking alternative interpretations, individuals can break free from mental rigidity and develop a more balanced and nuanced understanding of reality. This skill is particularly useful in overcoming negative thought patterns, as reframing problems in a different light can transform them from overwhelming obstacles into manageable challenges. Perspective shifting enables people to replace self-limiting beliefs with empowering ones, turning setbacks into learning experiences and failures into stepping stones for growth. When faced with adversity, those who practice perspective shifting can view challenges as temporary and solvable rather than permanent and insurmountable, allowing them to maintain resilience and motivation. Another crucial aspect of perspective shifting is the ability to take on the viewpoints of others, a skill closely linked to empathy and emotional intelligence. In relationships, whether personal or professional, misunderstandings often arise because individuals assume their own perspective is the only valid one, failing to consider the thoughts, feelings, and experiences of others. By consciously putting oneself in another person's shoes, it becomes easier to understand their motivations, concerns, and reasoning, leading to improved communication, stronger relationships, and more effective collaboration. This skill is essential in leadership, negotiation, and conflict resolution, as it allows individuals to navigate social dynamics with greater awareness and diplomacy. Those who master perspective shifting do not react impulsively to differing opinions or criticism, but instead take the time to analyze where others are coming from, reducing defensiveness and fostering mutual understanding. Perspective shifting also plays a crucial role in creative problem-solving and innovation. Many breakthroughs in science, technology, business, and art have occurred because individuals were able to view problems from an entirely new angle, breaking free from conventional thinking. When people remain stuck in habitual patterns of thought, they limit their ability to discover novel solutions and make meaningful progress. By challenging existing assumptions and exploring alternative perspectives, individuals can unlock new possibilities, generate fresh ideas, and find more effective ways to approach challenges. This is why perspective shifting is a fundamental skill for entrepreneurs, inventors, and creative thinkers who need to see beyond the obvious and approach problems with curiosity and adaptability. In addition to enhancing creativity and problem solving, perspective shifting is a vital tool for personal growth and self-improvement. Many of the struggles people face in life are not caused by external circumstances, but by the way they perceive and interpret those circumstances. For example, someone who views failure as a reflection of their worth will experience self-doubt and discouragement, while someone who views failure as a learning opportunity will use it to grow and improve. By shifting perspectives, individuals can reframe negative experiences in a way that empowers them rather than holds them back. This ability is particularly important in overcoming fear, anxiety, and self-doubt, as it allows individuals to see their challenges from a position of strength rather than weakness. Another important application of perspective shifting is in decision-making, especially in high-stakes or emotionally charged situations. Many poor decisions are made because individuals become fixated on one way of thinking, failing to consider alternative viewpoints or potential consequences. By deliberately examining situations from different angles, individuals can make more informed and balanced choices, reducing the risk of impulsive or biased decisions. For example, a business leader considering a major investment might shift perspectives by analyzing the decision from the standpoint of a customer, an investor, and a competitor, gaining a more comprehensive understanding of the potential risks and rewards. Similarly, an individual facing a personal dilemma can benefit from stepping outside their immediate emotions and considering how their future self might view the decision, helping them make choices that align with their long-term goals. A powerful technique for developing perspective-shifting skills is engaging in active role-playing or thought experiments. By imagining oneself in different situations, adopting different personas, or considering how historical figures, mentors, or experts might approach a problem, individuals can expand their thinking beyond their usual cognitive boundaries. Reading diverse literature, traveling, engaging with people from different backgrounds, and exposing oneself to new experiences also help broaden perspectives by challenging existing beliefs and introducing alternative ways of seeing the world. The more individuals immerse themselves in diverse viewpoints, the more naturally they develop the ability to shift perspectives and adapt to different situations. Perspective shifting also helps individuals navigate uncertainty and ambiguity with greater confidence. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt one's thinking is essential for success, as rigid perspectives often lead to resistance, fear, and missed opportunities. Those who can shift perspectives easily are more adaptable, open to change, and willing to embrace new ideas, rather than clinging to outdated beliefs or methods. This adaptability is a key trait of successful leaders, entrepreneurs, and problem solvers who must constantly reassess their strategies and make adjustments based on new information. By cultivating a mindset that welcomes alternative viewpoints and flexible thinking, individuals can navigate uncertainty with greater ease and effectiveness. Beyond personal benefits, perspective shifting has a profound impact on society as a whole, fostering understanding, tolerance, and cooperation. Many social conflicts arise from an inability to see beyond personal experiences or cultural conditioning, leading to polarization and division. By practicing perspective shifting, individuals contribute to a more harmonious and open-minded society where differences are respected and collaboration is prioritized over conflict. This skill is essential in diplomacy, global relations, and social justice efforts, as it enables people to find common ground and work toward solutions that benefit everyone rather than just a single group. Ultimately, the art of perspective shifting is about freeing oneself from mental limitations and embracing a more expansive, flexible, and insightful way of thinking. It is a skill that can be developed through conscious effort, curiosity, and a willingness to challenge one's own assumptions. By shifting perspectives, Individuals not only enhance their problem-solving, communication, and decision-making abilities, but also gain a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. This ability allows people to transform obstacles into opportunities, conflicts into solutions, and limitations into possibilities, leading to greater success, resilience, and fulfillment in all aspects of life. Chapter 7. Practical exercises for stronger thinking. Strengthening the mind through practical exercises is essential for developing sharper thinking, enhancing problem-solving skills, and improving overall cognitive agility. Many people assume that intelligence is fixed, but the truth is that mental strength can be cultivated through deliberate practice, just like physical fitness. Engaging in structured exercises trains the brain to process information more efficiently, recognize patterns, and think critically in high-pressure situations. One effective exercise is practicing deep analytical questioning, where individuals challenge their assumptions by asking why repeatedly until they reach the root of an idea or belief. This method prevents shallow thinking and encourages deeper understanding. Another powerful technique is engaging in perspective-shifting drills, where a person deliberately examines a situation from multiple viewpoints, forcing their brain to break free from habitual biases and adopt new ways of interpreting information. Regularly solving logic puzzles, brain teasers, and strategic games, such as chess or Sudoku, strengthens problem-solving skills by enhancing pattern recognition, strategic foresight, and logical reasoning. These activities train the brain to think several steps ahead, anticipate outcomes, and avoid impulsive errors. Journaling is another highly effective mental exercise, as it forces individuals to articulate their thoughts clearly, analyze complex issues, and reflect on their reasoning processes. Writing daily reflections about decisions, challenges, or thought patterns strengthens self-awareness and cognitive organization, helping individuals refine their ability to think critically. Another exercise involves debating complex topics, either with others or by arguing both sides of an issue internally. This strengthens intellectual flexibility by preventing the mind from becoming rigid and one-dimensional in its thinking. Practicing active listening also improves cognitive skills, as it forces individuals to fully absorb and process information before responding, rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally. By training the brain to slow down and evaluate what is being said with an open mind, individuals enhance their ability to analyze arguments and respond thoughtfully. Another powerful exercise for improving thinking skills is mindfulness meditation, which sharpens focus, reduces mental clutter, and enhances cognitive clarity. Many people struggle with decision-making and problem-solving because their minds are clouded by distractions and emotional noise. Meditation strengthens the brain's ability to remain calm, process information efficiently, and respond rationally rather than reactively. Practicing mental simulations, where individuals visualize themselves handling difficult scenarios in various ways, helps build problem-solving confidence and adaptability. By mentally rehearsing solutions to challenges, the brain becomes more prepared to tackle real-world problems with greater efficiency. Another highly effective practice is the habit of deliberate learning, where individuals actively seek out new information, question established knowledge, and explore unfamiliar subjects. This keeps the mind sharp, adaptable, and capable of making connections across different domains of knowledge. A useful exercise for developing logical reasoning is the habit of structuring arguments in a formalized way, such as creating pros and cons lists, mapping out cause and effect relationships, or using deductive reasoning frameworks. This helps individuals systematically analyze complex problems, ensuring that emotions or biases do not cloud their judgment. Another effective method is time-constrained problem-solving, where individuals challenge themselves to solve puzzles, make decisions, or analyze scenarios under a strict time limit. This improves the brain's ability to think quickly, filter out irrelevant details, and focus on essential information under pressure. Training the mind through exposure to different disciplines, such as learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, or studying abstract mathematics, also enhances overall cognitive function by forcing the brain to operate in unfamiliar patterns. Memory training exercises, such as the method of loci technique, where information is mentally placed within a familiar physical space, association techniques, and spaced repetition, help strengthen recall and retention. These techniques train the brain to process and store information more efficiently, improving both short-term and long-term memory. Practicing mental agility through improvisation exercises, such as storytelling without preparation, responding to unexpected challenges, or thinking of multiple solutions to a problem in rapid succession, also strengthens cognitive flexibility. Another valuable practice is the habit of questioning automatic thoughts, where individuals pause before making assumptions or conclusions, forcing themselves to justify their reasoning with evidence. This reduces the likelihood of cognitive distortions and improves rational thinking. Improving thinking skills also involves enhancing emotional intelligence, as emotions influence decision-making, reasoning, and problem-solving. Exercises that involve identifying emotions, reframing emotional responses, and controlling impulsive reactions help ensure that decisions are made based on logic rather than uncontrolled feelings. Practicing mental resilience exercises, such as reframing failures as learning experiences and maintaining focus under stress, also strengthens cognitive discipline. Developing the habit of continuous reflection, where individuals regularly review their thought processes and decisions, helps refine thinking patterns over time. Another essential exercise is learning to recognize logical fallacies, biases, and flawed reasoning in arguments, as this trains the mind to think more critically and avoid being misled by faulty logic. Practicing divergent thinking, where individuals challenge themselves to generate as many possible solutions to a problem as possible without self-judgment, enhances creativity and mental flexibility. This prevents rigid thinking and trains the brain to approach challenges with an open, innovative mindset. Similarly, engaging in lateral thinking exercises, where individuals deliberately seek unconventional solutions, strengthens the brain's ability to make unexpected connections between ideas. Another highly effective method for improving cognitive skills is reading challenging material that forces the brain to engage with complex ideas, philosophical arguments, or intricate narratives. This enhances comprehension, analytical thinking, and the ability to process abstract concepts. Engaging in real-world problem-solving exercises, such as handling unfamiliar challenges without seeking immediate external guidance, also helps build stronger thinking skills. By forcing oneself to work through obstacles independently, the brain becomes more self-reliant and adaptable. Another practice that strengthens mental clarity is reducing cognitive overload by organizing thoughts through structured planning, checklists, or mental mapping techniques. This improves efficiency, decision-making, and the ability to focus on essential priorities. Practicing adaptability by deliberately changing routines, exploring new environments, or engaging in unfamiliar activities also strengthens cognitive flexibility and enhances problem-solving capabilities. Ultimately, practical exercises for stronger thinking involve consistently challenging the brain, questioning assumptions, expanding intellectual boundaries, and engaging in disciplined cognitive training. By incorporating a combination of analytical questioning, perspective shifting, strategic problem solving, memory enhancement, logical reasoning, and creative thinking exercises into daily life, individuals can significantly improve their cognitive abilities. Thinking is not a passive process, but an active skill that can be strengthened through continuous effort. The more individuals engage in structured mental training, the more efficiently their brains will operate in high-pressure situations, complex decision-making, and problem-solving tasks. Developing stronger thinking skills is not just about intelligence. It is about cultivating a disciplined, adaptable, and resilient mindset that allows individuals to navigate life's challenges with clarity, confidence, and strategic precision. Conclusion: mastering critical thinking in difficult situations is an ongoing process that requires a deep commitment to mental clarity, emotional intelligence, and strategic problem solving. The ability to remain calm under pressure analyze information objectively and make rational decisions is not an inherent trait, but a skill that must be developed through deliberate practice and conscious effort. Every person faces moments of uncertainty, conflict, and high-stakes decision-making, and those who have trained their minds to think critically can navigate these challenges with far greater effectiveness than those who react impulsively or let emotions dictate their actions. Strong thinking skills involve more than just intelligence. They require an understanding of human psychology, self-awareness, adaptability, and a willingness to challenge one's own assumptions. Many individuals become trapped in automatic thinking patterns influenced by biases, emotions, and social conditioning, leading them to make flawed judgments or react defensively. The key to overcoming these limitations is to cultivate the habit of perspective shifting, where one actively examines situations from multiple viewpoints to gain a broader and more accurate understanding. This practice not only reduces misunderstandings, but also enhances problem-solving abilities by revealing solutions that may not have been immediately obvious. A crucial aspect of critical thinking is the ability to separate emotions from logic, ensuring that decisions are based on facts rather than reactions driven by fear, stress, or frustration. Emotional control plays a significant role determining the quality of decisions made under pressure, as heightened emotions often lead to cognitive distortions, impulsive choices, and irrational behavior. Individuals who master emotional discipline can approach difficult situations with a level-headed mindset, evaluating circumstances based on objective reality rather than subjective interpretation. This self-mastery is particularly important in high-pressure environments such as negotiations, leadership roles, or crisis management, where the ability to think clearly and act decisively can determine success or failure. By training the brain to remain calm, process information methodically, and avoid being overwhelmed by external influences, individuals gain the ability to handle even the most challenging circumstances with confidence and precision. Perspective shifting is another essential component of strong thinking, as it enables individuals to see beyond their immediate reactions and explore alternative viewpoints. Many conflicts arise because people become fixated on their own perspective, failing to consider how others may perceive the same situation. By actively practicing the habit of stepping into different mental frameworks, individuals can develop a more flexible and open-minded approach to problem solving. This skill is invaluable in decision-making, as it allows for a more comprehensive evaluation of possible outcomes, reducing the likelihood of costly mistakes. Additionally, the ability to shift perspectives enhances creativity, as it encourages individuals to think outside traditional frameworks and discover innovative solutions that may not have been apparent through conventional thinking. Those who cultivate this ability can adapt more quickly to change, anticipate future challenges, and make well-informed decisions that take multiple factors into account. Logical problem-solving techniques form the foundation of effective critical thinking, enabling individuals to break down complex issues into manageable components and systematically work toward solutions. The most successful thinkers are those who can approach problems with a structured mindset, using logical frameworks to identify root causes, eliminate irrelevant information, and formulate clear action plans. One of the most effective methods for improving logical reasoning is practicing structured decision-making processes, such as identifying objectives, gathering data, analyzing possible courses of action, and weighing the potential consequences of each choice. This disciplined approach ensures that decisions are based on rational analysis rather than impulsive reactions or external pressure. Developing strong logical thinking skills also involves recognizing cognitive biases and avoiding common reasoning errors that can lead to flawed conclusions. By training the mind to detect and correct these biases, individuals become more adept at making fair, accurate, and well-reasoned judgments. Decision-making under pressure is another critical aspect of mastering strong thinking skills, as high-stress situations often force individuals to think and act quickly. Many people struggle with making effective decisions in these moments because their minds become overwhelmed by stress, causing them to freeze, make rash judgments, or second-guess themselves. The ability to remain composed and focused in fast-moving situations is a skill that must be developed through experience and intentional practice. One of the most effective strategies for improving decision-making under pressure is preemptive mental conditioning, where individuals rehearse different scenarios in their minds and prepare strategies for handling them before they occur. This proactive approach enables the brain to react more efficiently when faced with real-world challenges, reducing hesitation and improving response time. Additionally, the practice of breaking decisions into smaller steps allows individuals to process information more methodically, preventing emotional overload and increasing the likelihood of making sound choices. The art of perspective shifting goes beyond problem solving and decision making. It also plays a fundamental role in personal growth and self-improvement. Many of life's greatest challenges stem from external circumstances, but from the way individuals perceive and interpret them. For example, a failure can be viewed as a devastating setback or as a valuable learning opportunity, depending on the mindset of the individual. By deliberately shifting perspectives, people can reframe difficult experiences in a way that empowers them rather than hinders their progress. This skill is especially important in overcoming fear, doubt, and self-imposed limitations, as it enables individuals to replace negative thought patterns with constructive ones. The ability to shift perspectives also fosters resilience, allowing individuals to bounce back from adversity with greater determination and mental strength. Practical exercises for stronger thinking play a vital role in developing the skills necessary for effective decision-making, logical reasoning, and critical analysis. Engaging in activities such as journaling, debating, problem-solving puzzles, and strategic thinking exercises help sharpen cognitive abilities and strengthen mental discipline. Additionally, mindfulness practices such as meditation and controlled breathing techniques enhance focus, reduce mental clutter, and improve overall cognitive clarity. Developing strong thinking skills requires consistent effort, as the brain must be trained through repeated practice to operate at its highest potential. The more individuals engage in exercises that challenge their thinking, the more proficient they become at analyzing complex situations, recognizing patterns, and making intelligent decisions. Ultimately, mastering the ability to think critically, remain calm, and make rational decisions in difficult situations is a lifelong pursuit that offers countless benefits in both personal and professional life. Those who dedicate themselves to this practice will find that they are better equipped to handle adversity, communicate more effectively, and achieve greater success in their endeavors. The key to unlocking these abilities lies in continuous learning, self-reflection, and a commitment to intellectual and emotional growth. Individuals who make a conscious effort to refine their thinking skills will not only enhance their own lives, but will also have a positive impact on those around them, as they become sources of wisdom, clarity, and strategic insight in a world that often thrives on confusion and impulsivity. The path to mastering critical thinking is not about seeking easy answers, but about developing the mental agility to navigate complexity with confidence and precision. Those who commit to this journey will find themselves empowered with the ability to turn challenges into opportunities, conflicts into solutions, and uncertainty into a platform for growth and success.